So version 6.3 PV is here and it's time to react to it. So without any further ado, let us actually just get started with it. Also, don't forget to subscribe my channel if you haven't already and turn on the notification bell beside it. Alright, story stuff. I really like this. Okay, Bronya. The moon. What is going on here? Yo, is this Siegfried? Oh my god. He looks like a Chad. He is an absolute Chad. Oh my god, look at these animations. Look at these animations. Jesus. Oh my lord. She is just phenomenal, man. It's really sad that I don't have enough crystals to summon for her. Otherwise, I would have really liked to have her. I might try for her weapon and see if I get it. Maybe I would summon for her. I don't know. I really don't know what to do. Let me know your opinion about it. Are you going to summon for her and her weapon, or are you going to save for the next version? Because the next version might be May or Kiana, and that's why it's really hard to know what to do. Okay. Was that actually a hint? They usually like to do hints at the end of it, so that might have been actually a hint. That looks really cool. That looks very cool, actually. Very, very cool. So the first thing that caught my eyes here is that we have actually both Teresa and Siegfried on the same place. And look at him. Look at him, man. He looks like a Chad. Seeing him finally being actually animated in an animation, not just a cutscene, a small cutscene in the game itself, is just phenomenal. Like, look at how far they went actually with the animations. From the very first time he appeared in chapter 5, I think, or something like that. And up to this point, look at the difference in the animations. It's just insane. The amount of job they put actually into their game and how far they go with the animations and the game itself is just on another level, man. I literally didn't see a game developers that actually goes this hard on their game, and it really makes me happy. It really makes me happy. Like, as a player who enjoy playing Honkai Impact 3rd, it makes me happy to see that the developers are actually putting the time that I would like them to put into the game to upgrade it, to upgrade its animations, and to make it more enjoyable. So it's really nice to see, for once, a company that does the right thing for their game and not just eat money. Eating money is okay, as long as you actually put some of it back in the game. Anyways, as you can see, we have actually Siegfried, as I said before, and it's really nice to see him finally appearing in the story again. Now, we know that he is actually trapped or prisoned by Kevin, so seeing him out here with Teresa is actually pretty interesting. What is going to happen here in order to free him? Or maybe Teresa is going actually to go to the prison where he is prisoned and maybe free him, or try to search for him with him for a way to actually save him. I really don't know what is going to happen here, but just seeing him there with Teresa as an absolute Chad is just so awesome. Like, seriously, this shot here made me really hyped for what is coming for in the next chapter. Also, the next thing is actually Herrscher of Truth herself. As you can see, she looks just phenomenal. Her gameplay is really awesome as well. She has two different gameplays, and that makes her actually unique. Not very unique, but the gameplay itself makes her actually unique, because we don't have Valkyries that actually work this way. And then her animations are actually, in my opinion, some of the very best animations in the game. And I really like them a lot. Now we have also something here that is very, very cool. As you can see here, we have for the 10 billionth time Raven versus May. For the 10 billionth time, but it seems that there is something special about this fight this time, because usually when they actually leave the last part for the end after the trailer about the Valkyrie itself ends, that is actually the main climax of the chapter itself. And when it is the main climax of the chapter, that means that something that is related to that is going actually to have a Valkyrie or something like that actually for it. And therefore this might be an indication that May is actually next. And I had actually, as I said before at the start of the video, I had actually some thought about it, because if we start with the Bronya, who is, I think, the least hype between the three main characters, I think that the second one that we are going to go with is obviously May, because she is the second one, and then the main one who is the most hype is obviously Kiana, and therefore they will leave her actually until the end. And that's why I had some thought about her being actually the next Valkyrie. And it seems that I might be right, actually. I might be right here. Especially with the fact that the very next scene in this is actually this, and this looks like something that has with a samurai or something like that to do. And we know that May is very actually known for her swordsmanship, so basically it might be a new type of sword user, but in a mecha form. Just like how they made actually Herrscher of Truth a mecha form, they might make actually May as well a mecha form, but instead of using basically weapons and cannons, she is going to use her sword, which she is very known for using. So I am really hyped to see how she will look like in the game, and if she is going to be the next Herrscher, it will be actually pretty crazy to have 3 different Herrschers, version after version after version actually, because usually Herrschers takes a whole year before we get actually a new one. However, since we are at the end of part 1 of the story, they might give us actually multiple Herrschers after each other to be able to speed up the progress of the story and to keep up with the progress of the story as well, because we are about to find out who is going to win that fight between Kevin and the main 3 cast. And basically after that, we are going to most likely progress to the final battle with the Herrscher of Finality or Herrscher of End, and basically that's where the part 1 is going to conclude. Now we already know that there will be actually more to the story itself, but part 1, which they have been building up these whole years up to, is going to finally end here. And I am saying finally, but I am really not happy about that. I am happy that we are finally going to see Kevin fighting actually the 3 main cast, and we are going to see Herrscher of Finality. We are going to get some information about her, because we literally don't know anything about her other than the fact that she wiped out humanity. And that's it. Like, literally, that's it. We don't know anything else about her. So seeing her, knowing new stuff about her, just like how we learned actually new stuff about Elysia as well, is actually going to be pretty cool, and is hype, to be honest. But I really don't want to see the story ending. And we will see actually what part 2 is going to be. If it doesn't include actually Kiana, May, and Bronya, it might be a little bit disappointing, but we will see. I don't want actually to judge how it will be before we see it, so I am going to keep it for now. I don't know if it is going to be disappointing or not, but since it might not include Kiana actually, it's not going to be as hype, I think, as it is right now, but we will see. We will see. It might evolve around actually Durandal and her own story, her own life, how she is going to live now, especially if she loses actually Kiana. If she loses Kiana, I think that she is going to lose her mind. She is going to lose like her purpose in living after that. Like seriously, you saw how happy she was when she met Kiana on the moon, because of how worried she was actually about her. So if she loses Kiana, I really don't know what is going to happen to her. Like seriously, it's going to be really crazy. So we will see what is going to happen actually in the story, but I am really hyped to it. And I can't wait to see actually what is going to happen in the current story as well, what is going on and what will happen after the appearance of Herrscher of Truth, who is going to be the next Herrscher or who is going to be the next Valkyrie, whether they decide to make it the Herrscher May, or whether they decide to go with a filler Valkyrie first and then give us another Herrscher, maybe to give us a version to maybe save some crystals, or in case they feel like they need actually to speed up the progress in order to keep up with the story progress, they might give us 3 Herrschers after each other, so that we are ready for the fight against the final boss, which is basically Kevin, and then the final fight against the Herrscher of Finality. So we will see what is going to happen, but anyways, let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below, and I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And if you got any useful information from this video, or if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it so that you stay notified with everything new about Honkai Impact 3rd. And with that being said, see you as always in the next video of Honkai Impact.